and good evening to all of our beloved Beyond the Call of Duty friends and family, and all of our beloved.
And a watch family.
There's Richard.
We had some good food tonight.
We
We have
did.
good food every night, Richard. Tonight's
But
meal.
tonight it fit for
Oh,
Richard.
Tonight's meal was supplied by Eddie Gomez, who is a survivor, and he has been going to this restaurant since he was like 4 years old.
Yeah.
And it's called what?
It's called Wishbone.
That's correct. Family owned.
Yep.
And he brought all of this
Oh.
food for us to eat and eat
And
eat, and just absolutely amazing.
Good chicken livers.
Yeah, gizzards, beans.
And he was so thoughtful because he thought about every person
Yep.
and what they eat and when he ordered it.
Right.
So
And I think they're all over there.
they're so stuffed.
Hello, Damien. Damien. Hello. Scott. There he is. Sheila.
He changed his name.
Mama. Mama Cora's over there.
Who rode on the motorcycle?
Yes. Yeah.
In the rain.
In the
We
rain.
got Ray. Do a nice one. There you go. There's
One leg is still wet.
There's James. Mumbles. Hi. Mumbles. Oh, Lord. Well, what day is today, Amy?
Today is day, what'd you say, 76? That's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
We just started this. Yeah. We were starting it, and you were texting saying, I get to see you guys in
10 days.
10 days. I
Yeah.
get to see you guys in 10 days.
Yeah.
Those of you that don't know, Amy Modane, Amy's over here. She's one of our survivors, and she's more than just a survivor. She's family to us, and this is her beautiful state of Colorado, and her beautiful husband was killed here in 2019, and she allows us to be in her presence often.
I feel like it's the other way around. I do, though.
No.
He doesn't let me say that, but I do.
And then we're missing something. Where is he?
He's outside, I think, with the puppy.
Go live and she vanished.
He's
I think
right.
he's with the puppy.
He's with the puppy. We'll get him on the camera here in a little bit. Pretty amazing day today, wasn't it?
It was a very good day. It was it was emotional for Eddie and I today. We were talking about that because today we got to meet some survivors here at home that we haven't gotten to meet before, who lost their officer, and we just haven't had the opportunity yet to meet them. And so we made some connections today that were pretty awesome. And so we just, like Eddie says, we want to corral them in to our other little group that's here in Colorado and just let them know that they're not alone and that we're there for them and that we love them. And it's a club that you don't want to be a part of, but I will tell you, when it does happen, it's a club that is loyal through and through. So
Yes, you are. Yes, you guys are. Well, we started our beautiful day in outside Colorado Springs.
yeah, we were in Kiowa,
Kiowa, yeah.
with Elbert County Sheriff Department.
Yep. And we went to go honor this beautiful deputy, Deputy Sheriff Clay Zachary Livingston with Elbert County Sheriff's Office. His end of watch was December 3rd, 2021. All of our nightcaps are sponsored by 1350 Distillery based out of Colorado Springs.
Yeah.
And they are also gracious hosts that retain all of our banners every year full 1 year.
Yep.
And so our last year's banners are going to be picked up in September, and we'll be adding this year's banners there.
Yep.
And they will keep them there. And if you're a family member, you make sure you go see them.
Yeah.
They will do a private tour with you.
They're amazing.
Absolutely. And they are a veteran-owned company, a veteran-owned distillery,
Yep.
and they are absolutely amazing. And they have some great products as
They
well.
do. They have the best cocktails.
They do. They make them there. They're infused, and I'm like,
Everything
oh my God.
that they put in it is Colorado grown.
Yeah.
So, and support small business. So it's pretty awesome.
Yeah. So we'll do our toast for all these beautiful men and women tonight, and our second officer we'll be doing a toast for is Sergeant Eric Joseph Scherr with Aurora Police Department, Colorado. End of watch was August 30th, 2021. We'll also be doing a toast for Deputy Sheriff Daniel James Trujillo, otherwise known as Duke. Just a huge guy.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
he's a Deputy Sheriff's Department, Colorado. End of watch was May 26, 21. As well as Deputy Sheriff James Allen Herrera, also with Denver Sheriff's Department. And then the watch was May 16th, 2021.
And our last stop for the day was Windsor Police Department, Colorado Police Officer Ty Allen Powell. His end of watch was Wednesday, October 13th, 2021.
Otherwise known as T-Bone.
Yep. Yeah. We learned a lot of really cool things today.
We did.
We always learn cool things, but
Yeah. Remember, we're doing our raffle on September 17th live, and that's going to be held at Shellkirk Construction, which is in Hayden, and they are also one of our sponsors. So make it out to Hayden, Idaho. It's going to be a big event, and we'll be doing not only the raffle on the Nova, we've got some door prizes, we've got just a great way of seeing the memorial again, great way of seeing some of the our sponsors and having our sponsors come out there. Still have opportunities to get a hold of us for raffle tickets.
yeah, they're still there, people. They can still do it. It's a beautiful car.
Yeah. Don't forget, we're still taking scholarships and education scholarships applications. You have to be a direct relation to a survivor or a line of duty death, but there's no limitations on how many times you can apply. That's pretty cool.
Very awesome.
And there's no stipulations of what you can use it for. You can use it for anything.
Which is awesome.
So get those applications in, please. Well, what do you want to talk about? Our ride, or just you didn't get to ride with us this morning? You just met
No,
us. You met us.
I
there.
met them at the stop this morning. I drove from my home and got
Still
there.
not back. Where is he?
Who are we looking for?
Your husband.
Oh, he's outside
I know.
with his puppy.
With his puppy,
Everybody's excited.
right?
My husband, a significant other.
Just lucky that you're in his life. That's all I gotta say. He is lucky. So
No, I met the team this morning at the stop. I know the first survivor that we met this morning, and so I was there early to greet her, waiting for the team to come in today.
this is us being escorted into Elbert Sheriff's Office. That's the beautiful department. Did you know that the sheriff actually was with Phoenix Police Department, retired from there, and then came over here to become the sheriff?
I didn't know that. I didn't
He's
know
just
that
a-
about the Elbert County
He's
Sheriff.
he's a phenomenal guy.
Yeah, he was very sweet.
Yeah, so
Very sweet.
they are short as well, manpower wise.
Yes, very short. With as big a county as it is, it's very big.
Now there's Amy.
So that's Clay's wife, Shelby, accepting the rose from Richard this morning to put next to Clay's picture.
She's an amazing woman.
And she's feisty and she is strong.
She's amazing. That's their little one.
Their little one. So their little one was born just 3 months before Clay's passing. Clay also passed on his birthday. So little guy didn't get to have dad around for very long, but I will tell you, when they put him up against that trailer, he put his hand on his daddy's picture and was talking.
Absolutely.
Trying to
Yes.
talk and say dada.
Yeah.
It was emotional.
There he is right there.
And that's his oldest son, Carson. I believe Carson is 4.
Yes. And Carson definitely likes my goodie bags.
Oh, yeah, he does. He was very excited for his challenge coin today.
Yeah.
He's a sweetheart.
There he is.
There he is, smiling big for his daddy. I learned today that Clay was like an old man. That's what Shelby said. He was like a grumpy old man, and she loved teasing him. So if this tells you anything about her feisty, tenacious personality, she loved teasing him just to get a rise out of him.
She said that she would pick on him intentionally.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Intentionally.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
he was just the type that he loved old fashions and he was a grumpy old man.
Yeah.
That he'd wake up grumpy and want to go to bed grumpy. And so whatever they could do to light a spark in him, they did.
Very awesome department. Very tight-knit community as well.
Yeah.
We got to meet the sergeant that escorted Shelby to Police Week and has been there for her since Clay's passing, and that's their department. Their victims advocates were there today, which was amazing. It was really cool to see. Got his picture up inside the agency and a bench.
A bench for fallen heroes.
And this was, I believe, their first line of duty death, or first one in a really long time.
I think it's a very, very, very long time.
Yeah.
Just a lot of love, fellow officers, and just a lot of love.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's just a powerful woman, and I didn't know, and maybe you should reach out. I don't know if Tunnels to Towers.
She did actually. They paid off her mortgage. She reached out to them early on when he first passed.
So one of the things is in September I really support Tunnels to Towers, and Michelle is the Idaho representative. And so one of the things I did last year was we took the memorial there, and while
I remember that.
Yeah. This year, though, it was so important, Amy, for me, because I've been trying to learn the survivors that Tunnels to Towers has helped. And I really want to be able to explain to people that this Tunnels to Towers is not just an organization with a name.
Yeah.
They do take care of.
Oh, yeah.
And now you're telling me this was taken care of for her. So now I am able to speak about another one. And that's powerful.
And she's not the first family in Colorado that Tunnel to Towers has helped. The word is spreading about them. There for a little while, none of us knew about them. I didn't know about them when Will passed, even though I don't qualify because Will and I didn't have children. Because I found out about them after Will's passing, we had another survivor from 2020 who her husband was honored on the trailer last year. Kurt Holland's family, Tunnels of Towers, took care of their
Yeah.
home as well. So
It's just
this is a beautiful, beautiful organization that
Absolutely.
just does amazing work for first responders.
so I just think that as long as we are able to, we'll keep on promoting them and helping them, just like Blue Line Bearers, and
Yeah.
keep that organization going.
Yep, it's important.
So just absolutely beautiful department, beautiful family again, and just two young children.
Yeah, too young.
Too young, and her world has stopped, and just a very, very, very long recovery on this.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
But we'll do what we can.
Yep.
And keep the memories going. From there, we went to Aurora.
Yeah.
Police Department to honor Sergeant Eric Joseph Scherr with Aurora Police Department, and a massive department.
Yeah, very big. It's one of our metropolitan departments.
Yeah, and again, I learned something new from you today when Will had passed away, and the notifications that happened, and you were supposed to actually go to your mom's house that night. You had said no, you were going to go to.
I was gonna go home.
Yeah.
I wanted to go home.
Yeah, and our rule is in law enforcement is that there will always be a watchover.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, Colorado State had planned on having the watchover start in the morning.
Yeah.
Until further notice, and at the last minute they're trying to scramble, and instead Aurora PD jumped in.
Yeah.
And
Chief made one phone call, and the first officer to show up at my house when I arrived, he was already there. Was Aurora, and he walked me up to my door and hugged me and held me
and stayed.
Through the night until the next shift in the morning.
Yeah.
But not only that, there were several of them, including Chief Metz at the time, he's retired, that were at the hospital that night because the hospital Will was taken to was just down the way from their headquarters. So Aurora showed up a lot that week and did several overnight watches, including some of their people from the DA's office that worked in that area for Arapahoe County. Sent people, and it was pretty amazing.
And have you ever talked to any of those officers?
So I have a business card from every officer that stayed over watch at my home. My brother-in-law went out there with me every shift, and we hugged every officer and thanked them for being there. And we got a business card from every single one of them. And my brother-in-law, Carrie, my sister's husband, was very adamant to make sure that we had a card from every single officer so that we could call them by name, and so that I could reach out to them and thank them. And there are several that I have seen since and remember me from overnight watch. And I had one particular one who showed up at Will's funeral with his wife and stood in line for 30 minutes to hug me in the atrium because we made a connection. Has
anyone ever? Have you ever asked any of them what?
Why?
Yeah.
I feel like those conversations probably happened, but that was such a blur for me. But I will tell you that I remembered thanking them and telling them that I was sorry for their loss with Will, because Will worked alongside several of them and several Arapahoe County deputies as well because of his jurisdiction and where we also lived. He would make stops and help do support on arrests and stuff and tickets and all of that, just to make sure that their back was being watched. And so yeah.
So typically on the overnight watches, it's you don't get told to do it.
No, you volunteer.
Yeah,
Every single
we
one of
used
them
to-
volunteer.
Yeah, we used to, and I've done a few, and it's an absolute honor to do them.
Yeah.
And I just wanted you to know it's an absolute honor when those men and women did it for you. They did it because they were honored.
I'm sorry, I'm so emotional.
It's okay. All right, you have the right to do.
It's been a while since I've talked about some of this stuff.
There's our beautiful
Spouse,
spouse.
Angie,
Yeah, and mother of three.
mother of
Beautiful.
3.
And it's going to be what do you call it when they all leave the nest?
She's gonna be an empty nester.
Empty nester.
She's got her last one in high school,
Yeah.
senior this year.
Yeah.
Eddie and I learned something really cool today. Well, Eddie actually is the one that said it because he knew, but I didn't know. Her husband actually started off as a state trooper.
Yeah. Yeah.
And was stationed out in Colorado Springs.
Yeah. Yeah. There
She's
you
a
are.
sweetheart.
She is.
She's a strong woman too.
Yeah.
I
but
mean, we meet so many strong family members, but she's another strong one.
And she said she's coming with us next year.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I mean,
We're gonna steal her.
Shelby too this
Yeah,
morning
yeah,
too. They
yeah,
both said it.
Yeah. Her husband was absolutely amazing. Father of 3. Loved
His work.
loved his work. Loved his children.
Did she say 21 years in law enforcement?
Yeah,
I think
I
she
think he
said.
was, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, 20 years. So she met him when he was a trooper.
Yep.
And met him in Colorado Springs.
Yep.
And fell in love, and the rest is history.
Yep. She still lives in the Springs.
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah.
So he commuted all the way
From there.
north every day.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. So cool. Some of his people, men he works with. So that's Officer Gordon Beasley. He was the Arvada police officer that lost his life last spring. He was shot and killed in Arvada, Colorado. So it was kind of cool today. Not only did the Aurora officer and his daughter pay tribute to him, but also one of his students came and to see the trailer today, and he was her SRO as a kiddo in grade school, and then also she had him for middle school, and he also helped her get her first job with the YMCA.
Absolutely, yeah.
And so she and her mom have been following Beyond the Call for a couple of years now.
Wow.
And they knew that the stop was happening in Aurora, and they came to see his picture and to see the trailer and to pay their tribute to our 608.
And that, I think, Amy, that's one of my never even imagined that this would happen.
Yeah.
And I'm so, again, blessed and humbled that it is happening, because it's able to be brought to your own backyard if you can just come out. And
It's crazy because her mom worked with me with Jeffco Public Schools.
wow.
And then her mom was at Will's funeral. And then her mom no longer works for Jeffco, and I no longer do either. And she stayed connected and started following Beyond the Call of Duty because of how they impacted my life. And because of that, her daughter got to pay tribute to a man who was a hero to her.
Absolutely.
And the connections, and then
And-
the word of mouth, and then just the love that is surrounded by this trailer and the 608. It's such a special thing.
Yeah. It is. So that was the sergeant that was there, and this was actually
One of his
His
best
best friends,
Yeah,
and,
Maddie.
yeah.
Well, that's what Angie called him, was Maddie.
It's absolutely amazing, and he's the one with the tie and the glasses.
Yeah.
So it's amazing. The park we were at, that park's interesting as well, because I always look for unique,
Yeah.
and this was brought up. Courageous
Bench.
people do not fear forgiving for the sake of peace. by Nelson Mandela, a man that was locked up and was the first African president of South Africa. Amazing man.
Yeah, very amazing. He has some of the wisest things.
He did. Yeah. And they have a beautiful monument.
They do have a beautiful memorial there.
Yeah. And unfortunately, there's Eric.
Yeah.
But just a beautiful family again, and she's a beautiful, beautiful wife.
Yeah.
So hopefully this gives her just a little bit more peace and comfort,
Yep.
knowing that Eric has traveled for 76 days and over 22,000 miles.
She said today actually that today was the anniversary that he was intubated, and his 1 year anniversary is in a couple weeks. And so she said she really needed this today.
I'm glad. From there, we went to Denver Sheriff's Department to honor two beautiful deputies, Deputy Sheriff Daniel James Duke Trujillo and Deputy Sheriff James Allen Herrera. And we were escorted by Denver Sheriff's Office there. This is the setup. They had the whole setup outside. They brought the mounted patrol.
The horses were beautiful.
Yeah.
So cool.
They had the honor guard out there.
That's a cool song.
Yeah, so cool. With the horses in front of the trailer.
Oh, that was when we had gathered oil.
Yeah.
This is actually very, very, very close friends of Duke.
Yeah.
And he's also in their club, and
Yeah.
just very close friends of him, his wife, just amazing.
Some members of the department.
Yeah.
His wife was there today.
Yeah, and I'm gonna just apologize. So we have more photographs. Unfortunately, James, our camera guy, did whatever he did, and we cannot upload them. So we don't have.
If you go to the group picture, though,
Yeah.
we can point her out to you guys. She's right there,
There she
with
is.
the red hair.
Yep.
And that is his wife, and he also had a 5-year-old child. And so she was there, and I believe cousin was also there. Yes. So they were there today, and we got to meet them. And she's a sweetheart.
She is. But we'll have all the pictures up, and please share them, take them, do whatever you'd like. We just apologize for the temporary issue that's happening. So, but yeah, great department, great turnout. It was nice seeing
beautiful.
coworkers, and from there we went to Windsor PD, and this is when things started changing for us. Anyway, we went to go honor Ty Allen Powell, otherwise named T-Bone, but actually. So I want to talk about him. Daniel was a big guy.
Yeah.
And they called him Gentle Giant.
Yeah.
Because he was just
he was so big, but he was intimidating, but he had a heart of gold and was a teddy bear.
Yeah.
So, and I feel like that was the same thing that was said about Powell too.
He was a Marine. So this was his Marine look that he had.
Yeah.
Don't mess with me. I'm a Marine.
Mm-hmm.
But he was a teddy bear.
He was a giant teddy bear, and she said misunderstood.
Yep. And as you can see, it's pretty wet.
Yeah, there was a lot of rain this afternoon.
Yeah, we did rain on.
Yeah, quite a bit of rain. Yeah. That's Ty's beautiful wife, Dawn, and her 4 boys, and they also have a daughter, but she was out of town. So we got to meet the boys and her today, which was such an honor. She's a sweetheart. and her
Yeah,
boys
those are all
surrounding
the
her.
boys surrounding her.
They love their mama.
Oh yeah.
Very protective
Oh,
of
yeah.
their
Oh,
mama.
yeah.
I noticed that today. It was really beautiful today.
That
That's
was
the
the
mayor.
He was over
Yeah.
there. It was awesome. Kind words on Thai and
Yeah.
the service, because he was almost 20 years or almost 21 years
Yeah.
with Windsor.
Long time. It was beautiful today. They were talking about retiring his number, and that was really cool
Yeah.
for their chief to announce that with Don being there today, surrounded by other departments too. It was beautiful.
Yeah.
There he is inside. The department. It was really cool to be there today. There was so much love there today for
Oh,
Don,
yeah.
and just so much love today overall for their department, Colorado State Patrol, Dan's troop,
Oh yeah.
major of his area, Eddie's troop that he's very close with, his victims advocate, was all there today to show support for the family, for the office, and then for Eddie. So that was really cool today to see Eddie's. We say Eddie's people.
Yeah, they're definitely
Come out.
They are definitely Eddie's people.
They love him.
They are.
Came out today to show their support and of the ride and just of Eddie and of Dawn. So that was really cool today and for the agency. So Fire was there. So that was really cool. Windsor Fire was there. It was beautiful today.
While we were there, Joseph Bullock really
Yeah.
graced us last year with all family members showing
Yeah.
up. And again today we had a
Yeah,
family
another
member,
one
yeah.
which we met them last year at Horsetooth.
Yeah.
So it was really cool that they came back out to see and show some love and to see the bike, and so that was really cool today to see him again.
Yeah.
A lot of very cool things. Always, every day has a story for sure.
Want to throw out there, actually, let's do the toast for these beautiful men.
Okay.
So we're going to do a toast for Deputy Sheriff Clay Zachary Livingston, Elbert County Sheriff's Office, Colorado. End of watch is Friday, December 3rd, 2021. We'll be doing a toast for Sergeant Eric Joseph Scherr, Aurora Police Department, Colorado. End of watch was Monday, August 30th, 2021. We're doing a toast for Deputy Sheriff Daniel James Trujillo, otherwise known as Duke, Denver Sheriff's Department of Colorado. End of watch was Wednesday, May 26, 2021. Toast for Deputy Sheriff James Allen Herrera, Denver Sheriff's Department, Colorado. End of watch was Sunday, May 16th, 2021. And finally, we're going to do a toast for Police Officer Ty Allen Powell, otherwise known as T-Bone, out of Windsor Police Department, Colorado. End of watch October 13th, 2021. Wow.
Big day today.
Big day. Great men.
Yeah.
Great,
Beautiful families.
beautiful families. And I think we're going to talk. Courageous people do not fear forgiving for the sake of peace. And so this toast is for these beautiful men that did not ever have even a notion of fear. They wore a uniform, were peacemakers working under God, and paid the ultimate sacrifice and continue working for God as we speak. And will they watch over. So Lord bless them all, bless their families, and have them watch over us and continue watching over us. Amen.
Amen. Cheers.
So tomorrow, Amy,
on?
Day 77.
Day 77. So they're headed up to Mesa County Sheriff's Office in Grand Junction, Colorado, to honor Sergeant Wayne Stephen Weiler. End of watch 12/10/21.
We got a little bit of a jaunt, don't we?
Yeah, you do, but it's gonna be a beautiful, beautiful ride though. Going up into the mountains.
I'm going to do that right now. Yeah.
And then Veronica's watching.
So we lost a near and dear friend who was an EOW member.
I met him the first year on
Yeah.
the ride.
You did. You can't really forget him. If you look,
No, he's a big teddy bear.
well, if you look behind,
Actually,
we should have
you
his-
wouldn't think that,
is his
but
face on there?
yeah, there he is. There he is, Steve Core.
So Steve Core this year has been riding with us. He's been riding with us in our hearts, but also we talk about him as much as we can.
Yeah, I remember him on the first year of the ride and him walking over. He was a big guy. There's an echo.
Yeah, get a bad feed.
We got a bad feed. He was intimidating. But you know what? He was very sweet. I remember his hug.
Yep.
And then I remember him friending me on Facebook and reaching out with a private message to say that he remembered me and that he thought of me often. So
And you know he did. He thought of you. He thought of
all of them.
yeah, he did. And after the very brief, because we had Steve, we had Damien, and we had Scott
Yeah.
and David, and immediately after all of them came, they were like, "We want to do more."
Yeah.
And so, believe it or not, this year Steve was going to do the whole
Yeah,
ride.
he was going to. I remember
And,
you telling me that.
Yeah, so we have him, and he's doing the whole ride. And, he's
And he
still-
lives through. Damien is here riding and has done the whole ride and was very close to Steve. His family got to come and join us, and
and we do.
I love it.
And
There's Mama.
there's his mom on the back of a bike, and she did today the whole leg
She did, and she's fearless, and she did it in the rain.
in the rain.
Did not complain
Yeah,
one time.
yeah. She's an amazing, amazing woman. And so,
Sweetheart.
and that's Steve's brother, Scott,
Yep.
right there. And he again came out to do what he could this year. So
Another sweetheart.
Yeah.
They're such wonderful people.
well, let's see what we got on the comments.
I did. Well, I called her Bad Mama Jamma.
This is Alicia. Alicia, love you.
We love you.
She says she misses all of us.
I'm so sorry I missed you on your length of the ride. I wish I could have seen you.
And for our EOW family that have just seen us last couple of days, Elisa and her beautiful husband are on one of our bikes.
Hi, Lou.
And he said, hi. Amy."
Hi, buddy. Lucy. Good night, my beautiful End of Watch family.
Good
night. Oh, love to the whole crew. May God touch and anoint you all. As your spirit is poured out to all surviving families. I tell you what, that woman, she always knows when it's the right time to text me, and she sends me something that just speaks to my soul every time. She is an angel.
Right.
So. Hi, Michael. You're amazing.
Dawn.
Hi, Dawn. Oh, Dawn! It took me a second to register. Hello. Oh, sweet lady. It was so nice to meet you today. I'm so glad we got to do that. And I'm so glad I got to give you a hug from Shelby. She really wanted me to do that today. Hi, Tammy. Hope you're doing good.
Linda
Love
sent-
to you too, Linda. Hey everyone, almost done. Yeah, they're almost there. They're in the home stretch. Love y'all. Miss you. Ride safe.
We miss you too, Sean, and thank you for being part of all of this and
I
being
didn't
part
get
of
to
us.
meet Sean.
He's amazing. He's absolutely amazing. He had a problem with his bike,
Oh,
and every time we came to a stop sign or a stop light,
he just.
the bike would honk. The horn would go up, and then the bike would shake really like.
Okay.
And so we were hoping that it was Sean that was the problem, but it's really not, because whatever Sean did, he put it into the bike, because now Cody's doing the same thing.
Oh, so you are
He's bewitched the bike.
your little what's the word?
Voodoo.
Voodoo man.
He voodooed the bike. So yeah, so
That
now,
wasn't the word that wasn't the name I was thinking,
yes.
but
So now Cody
I got
comes
it.
to a stop sign, and all of a sudden we'll be at a stop sign or a light or something, and the bike will start honking, and it'll start shaking, and he
Huh.
starts shaking. It's pretty funny to watch.
poor Cody.
Sheila says, "Hi, Granny V, Veronica," and Granny
Oh,
says, "Hola."
hola. Janet, when will you be back in
August
Spokane?
August 18th, and we're slotted to
3 more
arrive.
days.
We're slotted to arrive at Lone Wolf Harley at 1:00. So if you can make it out there, please, please, please come out there. And that's what Sheila is.
Sheila's our backup.
Yeah,
Hi, Paula.
love you, Paula.
Sending you so much love.
Patty.
Patty, praying for you as you continue to love on these precious families and honor these heroes, blessings and safety as you travel on. Patty, thank you for constantly sharing beyond the Call of Duty's posts. You are amazing, and you friend all these survivors, and you send them so much love and prayers, and I know that it means a lot, and it has meant a lot to me. So I just wanted to say a special thank you to you for your love that you always give. So, oh yeah, she's. You two are a lot alike. I could see how you two connected very quickly. Paul, hello again from Colfax County. Hello, Paul.
Thank you.
Hey, Cynthia.
She's in Seattle this evening. Good evening.
Sherry Baldwin. Safe travels from the Buddy Hutchinson family from, I don't even know.
Haneda,
Thank you, Alabama. Love you guys and appreciate you all so much. Well, we appreciate you, and we send you as much love back.
And we love you, and remember, you are those
Yeah.
heroes that allowed a beautiful hero to reside amongst us.
Hello from Arkansas, and to watch family and everyone. God bless this family. Prayers for all. Hi, Sue.
And here's another.
Holly, Donald the Tower stepped in the gap for us immediately after my warrior Sheldon went to glory. They continue to be a part of our lives. They, again, I cannot stress enough how amazing that organization is. And so spread the word, let survivors know they are there to support them, and they're incredible.
Paul, I didn't want to correct him yesterday because it was his last night with us, and you know how the Chicago people get. They only tell half of the stories. So to finish the story from yesterday, their department has had 3 line of duty deaths. Their latest one was the one we went to honor, but they had 2 that they didn't even really know about until our beautiful daughter of the line of duty officer went to the wall and realized there were 2 other posse men, and their stories were interesting. So one was hung because so he caught a murderer, but then the town turned on him. The town wanted the murderer. He was trying to protect the murderer until trial, so they grabbed him and hung him.
Oh my gosh.
But this other one, so this is Paul finishing the story. The posse man who died of anthrax in 1893. The knife he had used to doctor the cow was struck by a bullet during a shootout with Blackjack Ketchum's gang. And then the knife cut him cut the artery and he bled out.
Oh,
You can't make this up.
gosh. That's crazy.
Thanks, Paul.
Paul, thank you.
Elmo
Elmo
Duncan.
Thanks again, heroes, for your service. You are special. Why? Because that's how you treat family.
That was for hello from there.
Yeah. Joel, good evening, JC and family. Hi, Joel. Jerry Bishop, love you guys and the mission. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. Allison, sending love to my end of watch family. Safe travels on the end of your journey. Yep. Safe travels to these amazing people. Beautiful tributes. Yes, amen to that. Very honoring day. Blessings for all. Very beautiful day. Just like all the other days, all other 75 days were beautiful. Yes, love the honoring, love and hugs. Michael, prayers for safe travels. Love you guys. It was truly an honor to spend the week with you. Thank you. Michael, you're a pretty awesome guy. We're glad to have you with us, and I was honored to meet you. That's the one more time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how
really-
Chicago 7.
That's awesome. It was very nice to meet you. I want to say thank you all for what you have done for all the survivors. Safe travels on your final days. Angie, yes, thank you for doing this. It meant a lot to me. You guys are the biggest hearts. Well, it was an honor to meet you today. And you're not going to get rid of Eddie and I, so beware. It was really, really nice to meet you today, too, Angie. You're a beautiful woman.
Good.
Whew.
Yeah.
That was a long one tonight,
It was a
guys.
long one.
Sorry. It's always long when Sean makes me do it.
I think it becomes long because you're on.
It becomes long because we have so many beautiful families that watch that have been honored this year, last year, and the year before. And that's because you guys get to, you just,
Can't forget them.
and you just love on all of us.
Yeah.
So
So we have early start again tomorrow.
big early,
All right.
big hike tomorrow.
Big hike.
But it's going to be a beautiful ride.
Yeah.
Hopefully it stays dry. Pray for good weather for them. For going into the mountains where it could be anything.
I see you back in mid-September.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not soon enough.
No,
I always struggle.
we
Saying,
shouldn't. We don't say
I'll see you
goodbye.
later.
We always say see you later. That's what we always say. So
I struggle with it.
it's still downloading. Okay. Give me a second.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna wrap up. Love you, beautiful
Love
people.
you all.
We got some beautiful new members, new EOW members. So please extend your love to them all. Embrace them, hold them, tell them you love them.
Yeah.
Uh,
If you see an officer, tell them thank you. Give them a hug. Kindness is free and
Yeah.
it's easy to do.
Yeah.
So thank them for their service. Love on them. They do a very, very thankless job and they do it very selflessly. So please, when you see them, tell them you love them.
no drinking and driving, no texting and driving. If you see an emergency vehicle, please
Move over.
or slow down or stop. One of the three. More importantly, please remind all these heroes that they are heroes and remind all these beautiful heroes that without them, their heroes would not be a hero. See y'all tomorrow. Good night. God bless. Love you all.